I just thought I'd do a recap on the male platinum and the Kin Ki Utsuri female that I bred back in 4th of December. It was a successful spawn with plenty of eggs, more than probably what I could handle. But yeah, it was a successful spawn, plenty of eggs. After 4 or 5 days, the fry started hatching. The water temperature was about 22-23 degrees, so it was ideal conditions. You can see by the amount of fry there, I've probably got way too many. So I decided to, I didn't have the time to separate the black from the plain colours, so I decided just to separate into 3 separate ponds to give them all a better chance. After several weeks, I'm noticing a lot of this single coloured, the metallics, were eating a lot of the small black fry. So I started separating the black fry, which are the Kin Ki Utsuris, which I wanted to keep, in 2 separate ponds. I could then more or less direct feed them to get some growth. You can see by some of the Yamabukis, the metallics, they're putting on some quite decent size. After several weeks, you can see the comparison in sizes, and some of the plain colours were a lot bigger than the Kin Ki Utsuris. I also noticed some Gin Shiro as well, which are the metallic Shiros as well. So I decided to keep a few of them. Over the weeks, they have developed the Kin Ki Utsuris. You can see now the Sumi is still under skin, but the yellow is starting to come through as well, and that's exactly what I want. You can see there's some beautiful ones there with the yellow noses. They're the ones that I'm going to really keep my eye on. I did a bit of a quick measure with the tape measure, and they're roughly about average size of about 30-35 millimeters. Over the weeks, they have progressed and they have got bigger and bigger, but they are slow in development due to the 3 colours. Usually the plain colours develop a lot quicker, the metallics, like your platinums and Yamabukis, and the Kin Ki Utsuris and the Gin Shiros develop at a lot slower rate. So that's why I'm trying to target them a lot more now. These are just some of the metallics what I scooped out to give you an idea of the quality. And they're about between 90 and 100 mil, so they're developing at a lot faster rate. Hey everybody, and I hope everybody's doing well. Today's date is the 26th of February 2026. I thought I'd give you a bit of an update today on the Kin Ki Utsuri, which are now 82 days old. Bit of an overcast day today. I don't know whether you can see, but it's been raining, black sky. The weather's been pretty bad. Yeah, skies are all grey and black, so it's not the best weather today. So the first one I'll show you is the Gin Shiro. So the Gin Shiros, they're thrown quite nice there. I'll take the air stone out and I'll give you a bit of a look. I'm also going to scoop some out as well, so I'll show you what they're like when I put them in the bowl. But yeah, they're starting to put a bit of size on now, as you can see. Sumi on some of them is looking quite nice. But I'll scoop some out and I'll give you a bit of a look closely of how they're going. But yeah, they're getting quite active. Quite a large one down there, but they are slow growing. So this is what you call a summer storm in Australia. It's absolutely pissing down. So yesterday was 36 degrees. Today it's 30 degrees and the rain is just coming down. So yeah, so not the best weather for sorting through fish. I have been scooping a few out, so I'll let you have a look in a second once the rain stops. So the rain's slowly starting to stop. Still raining, but I'm under cover here. So you can see there's some really nice high quality Kin Sheros. Some of the patterns are starting to develop beautifully. This one in the middle there, this big one, that one there, that's quite nice. That's going to be the biggest. It's got nice and white. So I'll put a few in the bowl here. Some real nice Kin Sheros. This big one over here, that's probably the biggest. This one here. Not much sumi, but the Shiroji, the white, is real nice. There's also this one in the middle here as well, which is quite nice. That's got a nice pattern developing. The sumi is still under the skin. Just take a while for the sumi to come out. Same as the normal Shiro, the Kin Shiro, the metallic Shiros take a little bit longer. But there's some nice ones developing down there. This one's a nice one as well, that one there. That one's a nice one. Still a couple of small ones, but I'll give them a chance to catch up. But some of the patterns are developing quite nice. This one's nice in the middle, this one here. Nice white nose. I'll scoop some on the net and I'll show you a few of them individually. So I'll put two in the bowl there. One's a lot lighter, one's a lot darker. Both very nice fish. The bigger one has got the less sumi, but it is still developing. And the other one has got the better sumi, but not as clean. But still both nice fish. I'll put one of my fingers there, yeah, so probably about length of my finger. So they're about 70 or 80 mil. The biggest one's the largest one. I'll get a tape measure and measure them. See if I can measure them, if they spin round. So yeah, I would say about 90 mil. Biggest one's about 90 mil. That one there is about 70 mil. But yeah, they're not too bad there. I'll scoop a few more out. So a few more in the pan net now. Really quite a large one. That's also about 70-80 mil. See how big that one is there. Let me get the tape measure. Here we go. Very hard to measure. Yeah, that one's 80-85 mil. Same again, quite nice. This big one here, sumi is under the skin. It's still a very nice fish. Nice clean white head. And they've got the sumi pattern on the head as well, which is nice. These two here are very nice fish, very nice patterns. This one here, that's really nice. Got a nice head pattern developing. Sumi starting to come through. The Shiroji, the white's really nice. This one here is a little bit darker, but still quite nice. The smallest one is about 50 mil. So this one here, that's 50 mil. That's about 60 mil. 70 mil. This one here is probably one of my favourites. It is nice, it's got a real nice even pattern. The camera doesn't do it justification, but the pattern's really even. It's got a slight break at the end of the tail. The pattern's really nice. The metallic looks nice. So not bad that for a Kin Shiro. And that one's about, let's have a look how big that one is, eh? And that one would be about, let's have a look, see if that's 100mm there, 100mm, be about 70 or 80mm. I'll put a few more on the pan net. A few more there, just of all different sizes. But they're still all coming on quite nice. I'm really happy with those. Usually I disregard the shearers, but this year I'm pretty impressed with them, so I'm happy. I'm glad I kept some of them. Some of them are still small. These ones in here are still small, but they're still yeah, still nice. Just a little bit smaller. I'll probably disregard the smaller ones, but the bigger ones I'll definitely keep, just to grow them on and see what they develop like. But these ones here, yeah, they're very nice. Yeah, they're very nice. Look at the white on that one, it's beautiful. Where's they gone? There you are. Some of the smaller ones. I'll probably disregard the tiny ones, they're a bit too small. They're still not too bad. They're about, oh, the smallest one would be 20mm. The biggest one in there would be this one here, would be about 45, 50mm. Still got a few more in there to go through. So yeah, I'll give them all a fighting chance. Smaller ones again. This one's quite nice, that one there. That one's quite nice. So there's two in there which aren't too bad. Another scoop. That one in the middle is my favourite, that one there. That's quite nice. A nice little white nose. Nice even pattern. That's a nice white one in there as well, just like that one. That's really nice, that one there as well. That's really nice and white. Pop them in there as well. Two more in there which are quite nice. And I'll look at that one there a bit more closer. That one there looks like to me maybe it might have a bit of a bent nose. This one here. Yeah, it might have a bit of a bent nose. I know one of the Kin Ki Utsuri is one of my favourite ones, which had the real yellow nose I did a few weeks ago. That one I ended up had to disregard it because it had a real bent, indented gill plate, which is not the best. But that one there looks like it's got a bit of a bend as well, but I could be wrong. I'll pop those in and I'll give them another chance. So they're the last of the Kin Shiros now. This one here looks a little bit yellow, so that could even be a Kin Ki Utsuri, but not quite sure. We'll leave it in there for a few more weeks and see how it goes. But these ones are only small, but the sumi pattern is still under skin, but nice metallic, so I'll keep those ones to grow on. So I've gone through the Kin Shiros. my next task is to go through these here. These are metallics. These are growing at a very nice rate, so I'm pretty happy with these. I've also got a few of my Deutsch leather shower in there as well. When I was culling them just to go to my friend's pawn shop, there was a couple in there which yeah, they were quite nice, so I took them out and put them in here. So majority in here are from the Kin Ki Utsuri, the Yamabukis and the Platinums, and the other ones I've got some shower in there, some Deutsch shower. But I'll scoop a few of those out now and give you a look. I've also noticed as well at the bottom there's a couple of ones with bent tails, a couple of smaller ones. I don't know whether you can see them there, but I'll turn the air stones off and give you a better look. So I've took the cover off here now, and I've taken the air stones out, give you a bit of more of the appreciation of some of the yellow bookies in there, and also the platinums. Yeah, some are quite nice. They come on quite nice in there, growing at a good size. They're really starting to beef up. Get a lot of thickness in the shoulders, the tails. It's pretty good. They are probably, I can see two down there which have got a bit of a bent tail, so unfortunately they'll be coming out of there. But I'll scoop a few out and check a few out. Can you believe it? We've got this big net here for a small pond. Just proves how hard it is to scoop them out. It's a very slow process, in fact one or two at a time. Even though there's probably 100 in there, it's a hard task. And it's so quick, so it's a case of, yeah, put them on the net and then put them in the bowl. You probably can't see them, but there's still probably 50 to 100 left at the bottom there. But I'm going to leave them for today. I've managed to get all the ones with the bent tails out, and I can't see no more in there. So I think I've probably got them all out of there. Yeah, so I'll leave them in there now, and I'll just I'll scoop some of these out and give you a bit of a closer look. But yeah, some nice ones in there, some nice metallics, and also some nice Harry wax as well, which yeah, it's taken a while to develop, but they come on quite nice. I'll scoop a few of those out now, and I'll just give you a bit of a closer look. So the first scoop, I've scooped out just at random, just 4 lemon Harry wax, and they're really nice. Remember a few weeks ago when I said there was a couple with just yellow heads? Well, now the patterns come up on the body as well. So if that pattern stays in the body, there'll be some nice lemon Harry wax. I'll see if I can scoop a few out on the pan net and give you a closer look. They're about 40 to 50 mils, so not too bad. 82 days old. I'll give you a bit of a, so I can get them on the pan net. Bear with me. So yeah, you can see them on the pan net there now. Really nice lemon Harry wax, which is, yeah, very nice. Very nice indeed. Pattern's quite nice, pattern's still coming through, but long as the yellow stays yellow and doesn't go orange. That's the hardest thing with the lemon Harry wax, is keeping them lemon. They tend to go orange as they get older, but if these can stay lemon, they'll be beauties. I'll put them back in the pond. Another one there, once it calms down. Yeah, same again, If that lemon stays lemon and doesn't go orange, they'll be real nice fish, real nice harrywacks. Let's see if I can get it on my hand here. But yeah, real nice yellow head. So that's the biggest Yamabuki. That's really nice. It's got even pattern on the front peg fins. It's got a beautiful, beautiful luster to it. Very nice fish. And that one's about, I'll give it a measure, see how big it is there. That was my favourite one last time. Let's see how big it is there. It's a very nice fish. So it's probably 130 mil. So that's a very nice fish. Yeah, they're very nice metallics them. And this one here's got huge bone structure. You can see that on the spine and the backbone. Huge width, huge backbone, nice metallic. That one's nice as well. This one here, this is really nice as well. That one's got beautiful metallic. I'll pop them back in the pond now and I'll get a few more out. Random scoop there. Excuse me if there's a bit of a glare because the sun's come out now and it's pretty warm. But yeah, this one's a nice one, nice light colours. You want the lighter ones, the lemony colours, because as they get older, the Yamabukis, they do go orange. But there's some nice ones there. Nice body shape, nice long noses, nice body structure, nice and thick backbones, and the metallic's really nice and even as well. Another scoop, still same again. They're all nice, they've got beautiful metallic. Yeah, they're all probably between 60 and 90 mil, but the metallic luster is beautiful. Nice and symmetrical fins, everything. Nice high, big backbone, big bone structure. Another platinum again, beautiful metallic. Nice high backbone. See the backbone there, how thick it is in depth, which means it's going to be hopefully a big fish. But that's another nice clean fish as well. So I've just popped some the platinums in together, probably about 20 in there, just give you an idea what they're like. Yeah, some really nice ones, and they're all averaging about between 60 and to 80 mil, so not too bad. I'll pop them in the male pond now. It's getting a bit warm around here. So I've scooped most of them out now. There's just one left in there which I can't get out. I've been trying to scoop it now for the last half an hour. It's just without emptying the water down, it's impossible to get out. But there's some nice ones in there now. As you can see from the last few weeks, you can see how the yellow's starting to come through now more, and the sumi is starting to develop on the surface. But what I'll do is I'll put a couple of them individually into the bowl and we'll take a bit of a closer look. But yeah, they're developing quite nicely now, and plus the size as well now, they're getting a lot bigger now. But I'll just put them individually into the bowl and we'll just check the Kin Ki Utsuris out. That's probably the biggest one there. Got a nice pattern as well. I'll scoop some of them out individually and pop them in the bowl. So that one is really nice one. See how the yellow on the nose has come out. The sumi is coming to the top of the skin now. The yellow is more dominant on the nose and the body, and the overall body transformation is really nice. I'll give them a bit of a measure and see roughly how big they are. So that's 100 mil there. So that would be, let's have a look. Yeah, that would be probably just short, probably 100 mil. So that would be 100 mil. But it's got really nice body shape on it. Let's see if I can get it in my hand. Beautiful metallic. Yeah, that's really nice, that one. Beautiful pattern. See how the pattern's starting to break up now and the yellow's coming through. The nose is still yellow and the head pattern's starting to develop as well. It's going to be a very nice fish, that one. Another one in the pan net here. You can see this one's a little bit darker on the shoulder. The sumi is still under the skin, but it's more on the shoulder. Still got a nice head though, nice head pattern developing. But yeah, metallic's nice. And that's about the same size, about 100 mil. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with the development on those. The growth over the last 3 weeks has been remarkable. I've just been feeding them very heavily, 6-7 times a day. Lots of water changes, lots of filter cleans. Another one, about 85-90 mil. Pattern's not too bad, quite nice. It's got a real good bone structure, this one. Real high bone structure on the shoulders. Very deep depth on it as well. So that's a very nice one as well. That's about 80 mil as well. Two smaller ones in there now. Let's see how big they are. They'd be probably 50 mil, 50 mil, 60 mil. That one's a belter. That's a real thumper, this one. Look at the shoulder width on that. But hopefully that tail will get thicker as well. See, this one's elongated, that's more longer. This one's like a dumpy stampy. But if I can get some size on that, get some length on it, that'll be really nice as well. There's some nice patterns. That one's really beautiful, that. Real nice body conformation, even body, long nose, yellow tip to its nose, pattern starting to come through. So that one's going to be a real nice one, that. That one there's probably a little bit too dumpy, too heavy on the shoulders and not towards the tail section. Two more there. Very nice body conformation overall, to the size of the body, the head, the fins, the pattern, the yellow, the sumi under the skin. They're really nice as well, so they're going to be ones to watch as well. And they're about the same. They're about 70 millimeters. But yeah, they're super dupers, they are. I like the pattern on this smaller one here, on the smaller one, that one there. It's a little bit blurry at present, but when that comes through, that'll be sensational. But yeah, very nice. Another one, that one's quite nice as well. It's got like a bit of a marble mask on its face. It's got like black rings around its eyes, and then the stripes go up the side of the towards the gill plate. That's really nice as well. I'll let it calm down a little bit. Just let's have a look. See if we can get that head pattern. Yeah, it's like goes around its eyes and then over its gill plates. It's like got like a marble mask on. So that's a very nice one as well. So one smaller one in there and one medium size. The smaller one's not fantastic, but still got the yellow, still nice. I like the larger one. I like the pattern on the head with the yellow nose. Yeah, the pattern's quite nice on that one. Another one. Come on, calm down. Once they settle, you can get a bit more of an appreciation, but when they're going a bit scatty, it's hard to look at them because they get a bit crazy. But yeah, still quite nice. I'm going to pop these back in because they're getting a little bit too lively, and there's a few been jumping out. I think they're flying fish, so there's been a few been airborne, so I've been catching a few. So I might just give you a quick last look and then I'll pop them back. They're getting a bit stressed, but just to give you a bit of an idea. A few there, different sizes. Whoops, another one just jumped out. So yep, time to put them back in. Just another one's just jumped out, so I've had 4 or 5 jump out now, so I'm going to put them back in now. I don't want them injuring themselves. But to give you a comparison, it's been a few weeks now. So the last one I posted 3 weeks ago, so they've increased in size, in width on the shoulders and the pattern, and also that yellow, that keys come through as well, which is really nice as well. I'll pop them back now.